Greetings, everybody. Okay, so this is going to be our happy hour reading for this evening. So happy Thursday, happy Jupiter Day. For some of you guys, it's already Friday. Happy Friday to you or whenever you watch this. So all of the information, if you guys are interested in getting a question tonight or questions, it's $20 per question. You guys can either get your questions via my website or you guys can do it via Cash App. If you guys have my PayPal link directly, you can do it that way as well. Just make sure you leave your questions in the notes section if it fits. If your question or questions do not fit in the notes section, say on Cash App, you guys can send it here in the chat when I get to you. There will be timestamps left next to your name because there is a list. So if you want to be added to the list, I will add a timestamp next to your name so you can come back and watch the reading in case you miss it, or if you want to watch it again because the live will be left up after it is all said and done. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the happy hour reads. Okay, so these are quick pronto reads, just what you need. So yeah, that is what it is for. So we are live. The list is very much still open. Okay. Okay. So the list is quite short today. So there's only 3 people on the list. Your names are in the chat. I will put your names in the description when the live is over. And so, first person on the list is Alexis. Second person on the list is Kara. Third person on the list is Mahogany. Like I said, the list is still open. So let's go ahead and get this party jumping. Alexis, you're up. Let's see, what is your question? Okay, I'll do this because I have cards for that, which I'll just use them for that. I have these cards of time, which are like time frame cards, so I'll use these. So we'll just see what the possible time frame is. So I just pray that this live be covered and protected for all of us who are receiving a message tonight. Protect us, cover us, shield us. Perfect. Of course, as soon as I start my reading, it's always an interruption. Okay. Okay. Let's see. When will you and this person possibly meet up? When will you two possibly meet up? So let's see what time frame you get. Holy Spirit, shield this reading. Protect it. Give us divine wisdom, divine guidance. Provide peace and clarity for all parties involved in questioning and asking for guidance. When do you see possible timing around Alexis meeting up with this particular person in question? What's the particular? Ooh, this card's trying to fly out. Okay, you have Monday. Okay, that's a little specific. Possible Monday. Okay, it says swap ideas and seek advice, which that's what you're doing. You guys might talk. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm getting. You guys might talk on a Monday. It doesn't have to be like next Monday or anything like that, but a Monday in general. And kind of like figure out which date works best for the both of you. So the number 2 could also be relevant. And then you have Leo. So it could be soon, or you guys might have this conversation soon, if not meet up soon. Then you have release the power of your heart, 5 weeks, 5 months. So that's kind of specific. Okay. So you have Monday, you have Leo season, and you have 5 weeks, 5 months here. Okay. So you can kind of gauge that, how that's going to work potentially. Okay. Time frame. You got a Monday, Leo, 5 weeks, 5 months, potentially. Those are the energies surrounding it. And then I see Wednesday peeking out at the bottom of the deck. And Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication. So like I said, you guys could talk about it on a Monday. Could be sometime soon that you guys plan this. And it could be anywhere between that 5 month or 5 week marker at the latest 5 months, potentially. Okay. It's a possibility. Okay. So yeah, that was the Cards of Time deck. I use those from time to time, not too much because, you know, that's just potentials, you know. So what is it that you guys might do together when you meet up next? What is it? Nope, out. Okay. What is it that you might do? My brother's here. Of course. Like it's perfect time. Every time I start a reading, there's people coming, knocking on the door, dogs barking and shit. It's just always something. Anyway, let's see. What will you guys might do? What is it that you guys might do together when you meet up? Let's see. What do you see? Spirit. What do you see? Okay. 5 of Wands. So it could be something with Leo season. For sure. 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. So it's still going to be hot outside, I feel like, or it could be like early fall, but it's going to be hot outside still, warm, I should say. What you guys are going to do, it does seem spontaneous. I don't feel like there's anything specifically planned. It could be a lot of like outdoors setting or like running errands. The 10 of Pentacles, this girl is with 2 puppies, 2 dogs. So you guys could like pass by some dogs. I don't feel like you guys are going to go to a pet store or anything like that, but it could be, let's say for instance, you guys are somewhere running around outdoors and then people are walking their dogs. You might stop by and want to pet one of them. This seems like a very spontaneous type of just let's go with the flow type of day. It doesn't seem like anything specifically is planned. The only thing that may be planned is like seeing each other meeting up. So you guys might have like a location where you meet up with each other and you go from there, like a date and a time. But where you guys go, all of that, it seems very go with the flow vibe. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. 5 of Wands and the Queen of Wands, those energies to me seem like there's activities involved. But like I said, it feels like you guys are moving, most definitely doing, let's say, just like, say you guys go to the mall or you go to a shopping center together. There's nothing really specific about it. It's like you guys could be going to eat, but then at the same time, it's like, let's go to this store, let's check this out, let's do that. It doesn't seem like it's a specific planned date or day within itself. Very spontaneous, very let's go with the flow. And then you have the Devil card at the bottom of the deck. The Devil card, when it's not like negative, it could be a card of play, like playfulness. Could be like gambling. It could be like, let's say, gaming or something. But it's not specifically like you guys are, there's something that you guys are going to do. I feel this is one of those circumstances where you guys just like, let's just get into something. Let's see what's going on. Let's just go here. There's nothing specifically planned out, if that makes sense. So I would say to be open and go with the flow. And then as I'm shuffling back, you got the Knight of Pentacles, which again, it gives me that playful energy. It could very well be like a shopping center or something, like a mall, like things that you would see at a mall. Like there's pet stores in malls, there's arcades sometimes, there's movie theaters, sometimes there is carousels in there. Obviously toy store. Like this feels like to me like an outdoor center or something. Could be like an indoor mall, but then around it there's things outside to do as well. I don't know why I'm getting that. So it could be something along the lines of that, or like there's a shopping center that has pretty much anything that you need there. You know how some of them have like Targets or Walmarts, and then there's like restaurants and smoothie spots and stuff. It's anything that you can think of. Okay. All right. So that was kind of basic information, but I don't feel like it's anything like stand out. Like, yeah, you guys are gonna do this, and you're gonna go here. It just kind of feels like you guys are flowing with it. So yeah, that is what I see for you, sis. Hope things are going well with your job, your new venture. And yeah, take care. Enjoy your weekend, sis. Be safe as always, and then we'll catch up. We'll talk in the next week. All right. Let's see. Kara. Okay, your timestamp is 10:09. Okay. Kara, your question that you asked was, how can you progress your love life? What can you do to progress your love life? All right, let's see. Let's see. How can our previous energies? What is it that Kara can do? I don't feel these. I don't know why I'm not feeling these. I'm not feeling these. I've been using, like, this is the first time today. This is the first time that I've touched my tarot in almost over a week, if not like a week more. I have not touched tarot, so I've been using oracle cards, and that's just like the only thing I've been using is oracle cards. So let's see. I'm gonna ask the question: how can Kyra progress? Okay. Cool. Clarify. Okay. So the cards that you have Coral, you have Excitement, you have Isolation, you have Discovery, and you have Rebellion. So I feel like it's like kind of understanding, being able to discern between like what you need during your single process, like the difference between when it's time for you maybe to kind of like, I don't really like the word isolation, but isolation is necessary at times, right? To a certain degree. So I feel like there could be times where you're, it might be best for you to isolate, spend time with yourself, do some self discovery. But then there's also a time where maybe you are called to go out and maybe go places, or maybe just flirt. Doesn't have to be that you take on offers or date everyone that approaches you or whatever, or just everybody that catches your eye. But it's like at least open yourself up to have exchanges with people, because I feel like there's still there might still be a slight attraction to men that are not vibrationally on the same page as you or on the same level as you as far as maturity goes, or just like not on the same page as far as like what your intentions are with love. It's kind of like, how to explain it, because I'm noticing like in these two cards the men are at odds, and then here at the bottom of this card it's kind of like they're kind of in agreement or in truce. So it's like a mixture of things. Of how you can progress is like knowing when to kind of isolate, sit with yourself, nurture yourself, water your own garden, which is you, the things that are connected to you individually. um and then when there's a time for you to be open and kind of just connect and socialize with people, and also to discern like who's for you and who's not for you. So mm, yeah, cool. I'm just gonna clarify with the tarot card. Did she progress in her love life? Yeah, strength. Okay. The strength card came out. So some of this energy could be like be in effect right now because we're in Leo season. So some of this energy that you're experiencing, or spirit is giving you like a green light, not even a green light, but like a heads up right now to pay attention to where you are in your single season. Like, where am I at? Because there is going to be times where you're called to kind of sit things out, or it's just you. And that's a good thing, where it's just for you to get yourself, together. And there's also time for you to enjoy yourself without it being about love or a man, right? And then there's times where you will be put in environments where there might be men that are interested in you and you're interested in them, but it's like it doesn't have to be anything that you're serious about or that you necessarily have to date anyone. It's more so like getting to see what you really like. And I feel like spirit does want you to kind of like work against maybe a certain pattern or a certain archetype that you're, when I say work against, it's not like being negative towards it, but it's just kind of like learning how to repel or learning how to see it for what it is and go, okay, why do I really like that? Or what is it about these same archetypes that I'm into? So that's the thing. I feel like the biggest thing here that stands out to me is the discovery card. And the strength card is all about willpower as well, inner strength and discipline. So I feel like that goes hand in hand with how you can progress your love life. So I hope that makes sense, sis, in short. In short, I hope that makes sense, you know. Okay. Oh, I didn't see you, Alexis. Hey, sis. You're welcome. My pleasure. Okay. All right. So that was your reading, sis. Let me know if it resonates. And I'll catch you in divine time. Enjoy your weekend. Take care of yourself. Be safe. Okay. So, Mahogany, you are up next. The list is still open, you guys, if you're interested, because this is the last person that I have so far on the list. So if anyone's interested, I'm still here. Okay. All right. Miss Mahogany, your question is okay. Let's see. Oh, well, you know I support the cooks now, sis. Yes. Okay. What is the energy surrounding this transition? What would life look like in doing so? Is this the right direction for you? Okay. Let's see. I'm going to pull, let's do one tarot card and I'm going to pull with Oracle. Let's ask Spirit. Clear previous energies. With love, Holy Spirit, ask for divine wisdom and truth. Is cooking, taking on the cooking professionally, something like as a new career? Is this something that is the right direction for her, Spirit? Could you give me details around it? What she needs? Hey, you have the Eight of Swords. Okay. I'm not getting like a straight up no, never, don't do it. But like right now, it's not the best time. And it could be due to maybe where your mind is right now. Your mind may not be in the right place to start this. Or it could even be like, I'm not even really so much getting that you're putting negativity into it. It's more so just like where your head is, just in general. May not be the best time for it. But let's see, what would life look like? Just going to clarify, what would life look like if you were to initiate this as a new career path? Let's see, what would life look like if you were to initiate this? Let's see, Holy Spirit, what do you want her to know? What do you want her to know? Okay. Power and inspiration. Yeah. So I feel like this kind of goes back to the Eight of Swords. Ironically, you have, this is the eighth house. It's Scorpio moon, this card, the power card. And then you have inspiration with Mercury and Pisces, 12th house energy with this card. So I do feel like this is something that you will eventually do because it's almost like it's something that you're destined to do, maybe. There's healing in this for you. It's therapeutic for you, but it's also healing for others. Food cooking within itself can be healthy, but it can also be unhealthy, right? So when people cook, some people cook from the heart, some people cook from the soul. I definitely feel like this is something that you naturally have a gift for. So I do see eventually it will be something that you're just gonna do. Like, I don't know exactly how it's all going to happen, but I do feel like it is meant to happen. Like, you doing this professionally as a career, somehow it is meant. And you might get further ideas the more and more you kind of sit with it. But there is power in you kind of like within meditating, within kind of being still and like sitting with this. You don't have to jump into it immediately. It might be something that you're going to be guided to do, maybe go to school for it or something, like get a cooking license or a degree, some whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like something with you like meditating, and like different ideas are going to come. You're going to get different inspirations and how to move forth with this, but I do get that this is going to be something that you're going to do because you're meant to do it. If that makes sense. Like this is a part of your journey that you're meant to live out. Okay, we'll pull one more. Yeah, things are going to come together. It may not all make sense right now, or you may not really see the way through completely of how that's going to work. You don't have to think too far out. Just have the bigger picture in mind. Like, what is your goal? Don't worry about all of the fine details all at once. So you have birth. Yeah, you're going to birth this thing out. You are. So you have the, what is this? Venus and Cancer, fourth house. So yeah, this is like something that is a part of you. It's your baby. It's something that you're going to birth. I do get that. And I feel like it will be successful only because this is something that you're meant to live out. It's not something that you're just taking on just because, or you're bored, or people tell you like, oh, you're good at cooking, you should be a chef, even though that's not something you feel called to or you don't feel passionate. Just because you're good at something or talented at something doesn't necessarily mean that it's something you're passionate about. But this, in this instance, I do feel like not only is it a passion, but it's something that you're meant to do as well. And I'm noticing the sun and the moon in both of these cards right here. They're like collaborating in this card. So all of the details are going to be illuminated and come together soon. So it's like the subconscious part, like more so the, getting your mind clear, maybe even, yeah, just sorting everything out first. It could just be a concept right now, but it has time to grow and to birth itself out, obviously. So yeah. Sis, let me tell you this. I went to school to be a veterinarian assistant, and I really thought that's what I wanted to do at the time, but I kind of did it because I feel like that, oh, I love animals, and I always talked about, going to school for that. And at the time, it was kind of almost like this thing that I did because I didn't know what else to do with my life, and I just had my daughter. My daughter was like probably maybe I want to say a couple months old or so. I did it. I went through the process. I was almost done. And then I had like this discrimination situation happen to where it compromised almost me completing my class. And they told me I could do it all over again. I was like, fuck it. I was so angry. I was like, no, fuck this. I'm not doing this. Um, So looking back on that, that's not something that I really wanted to do. Will it benefit me later? Probably. The knowledge behind it, maybe. Maybe I'll go back. Maybe I'll do something with animals later on in life. I'm pretty sure I will. For you, like the nursing, I don't feel like it was a waste of time. I feel like there's a place in that still for you. But I feel like sometimes we limit ourselves and say we can only just do this one thing, or this is most relevant, or if I do this, then what does that mean for this over here? It's like you can do all things. It's a place for all of it, I feel. You didn't go through that process. You didn't go through that journey of nursing for nothing. So I feel like it's just a way to gauge how spirit wants you to move forward in this. Because I know people that have like 9 to 5 jobs, but they also have another business on the side. They might do things during the weekends, and they might do special events and stuff like that with their business. So it's endless. I don't feel like it's this path means discarding everything else, if that makes sense. I don't feel like it. But just the topic at hand, I do feel like this is something that you're meant to birth out, though. For sure. Definitely for sure. All right. All right. Yes. It will get clearer over time. It will. And it might take some time. Like, it might take a year, two, it might, whatever. Like, it's your journey. It's unique. It's unique to you. There's no rush. The divine time is always the perfect time. Always, regardless what that looks like. So, yeah. You're welcome, sis. I'm glad I could be help to you. Yeah. So best of luck to you, sis. We'll talk soon. Yeah. So enjoy your weekend, sis. Be safe. If anybody is interested, the list is very much still open. That was it. If not, then we'll just conclude the live this evening. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's see. 7. It's 7:11. What? Okay. All right. So no one's interested. Let me know because I'm about to log off. I don't want anybody to say that they, sit and reading and then I'm not on here. So not that concludes it. Okay. All right, y'all. I think that concludes it. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for joining, ladies, everybody that participated in their read tonight. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to shut it down and I'll talk to you guys soon.